Hey everyone, welcome back to Desert Sun Crypto. I'm your host, the Desert Sun. I do not provide financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But if you want to follow me as I document my experience in the crypto space, as well as learning as I go and being a part of it, I would appreciate it. As well as a like, a share, a follow, or even a comment just to say hi. NFTs is a topic for today. Non-fungible tokens. So you've either heard of it or not. You've maybe seen it and heard of it. Either way, I just want to add some clarity because some people see NFTs and they just roll right past it. They don't know what it is, or they know what a non-fungible token is, but they don't understand the background or why someone would pay so much money for, uh, you know, um, something that's a couple million. I don't either, but I do want to just kind of put everything into context. I want to start off by pulling up something that is familiar with people, and it's baseball cards. I went to tops.com. I used to just fixate over cards as a kid, and cards have kind of come back. There's um, a higher value I've seen on some of these cards than I ever saw. I remember, there'd be, Mickey Mantle's or the Honus Wagner $1 million card. But the idea is that over time, based on players' performances, and sometimes even with some, goofy things that happen with cards, these cards are worth what someone is willing to pay for them. So I thought it was significant when a few months back I heard about Zion Williamson's NFT being sold just for an astronomical amount. Now, here's one NBA Top Shot. It's a Zion Williams Block Cosmic Series 1. Right now, the lowest ask is just right below $80,000. Top sale from before was 55,000. Now, if you can relate what something like this might be digitally to someone who, many years ago would be looking for a Mickey Mantle or a Honus Wagner card in the deck, it would kind of make sense. But why so much? And I'll get to that here in a second, but I just want to show you ultimately what um, what's all included here. There's these cubes, and this is a hot commodity, especially if you're fans of uh, any of these players in the NBA. Even has collectible details. They've got the edition size, rookie mint, rookie year. So it's basically like holding a rookie card of Zion. Uh, and, I'm not a Zion Williamson fan, but I'm sure there's a kid with, $80,000 that is. I will tell you, some of these kids and adults too drop some coin on these. Here's one for Steve Adams. Ask is $2. That's probably something I'd want to get. Here's another one. Zion 3,000. Anyhow, this is basically what you know uh, kids and adults are pulling up for NFTs, and NBA Top Shot has just been kind of the leader in this. In that, obviously the Zion um, NFT uh, took off and kind of changed the game and put NFTs on the map. Um, I thought they would have the. Um, Here's one, a little LeBron James moment, sold for 387,600 in April. And, it does say moment. These aren't just, I don't know if you saw it in the other link I had here, but it's not just pictures of these players. It's also clips they have. And so I think that's what makes it that much more authentic, is that you now have a video inside a card, essentially. I know that's like may or may not be a good way to say it, but that's essentially what this NFT is. Now, so yeah, NBA Top Shot has taken off, and they've really monetized this well, both with clips and pictures. Also, some graphic designs I've seen people buy, and um, it's turned into quite a lucrative space. Now, um, what? And let's get into fungible and the tokenization. So the idea of being able to move these along the Ethereum network through a blockchain is what makes these a popular commodity. The other thing is that you can buy them with a fungible asset. So, for example, I have a Honus Wagner card. It's $1 million, and that card holds value to it $1,000. In comparison, to gold, I think gold might be somewhere around, I don't know, was it 4,000 an ounce? Well, let's just say it is. That would mean it would take 25 bars at $4,000. Actually, my math is off, but my point being is that you can, if you wanted to give me gold, I would swap you $1 million in gold for the Honus Wagner card or cash, or who knows, maybe even you wanted to give me silver for it. But that is a, um, non fungible trade. It's not like I'm only going to take cash for it, or, anything with limitations. Now you add in cryptocurrency, and you could buy it with Bitcoin. You could purchase it with, Ethereum, and that makes it the non fungible part. Now, the tokenization is complicated, and I don't do a good job of explaining it. So what I did was I pulled up this video. Uh, um, I will play it now. Hopefully, it makes sense and explain the token portion.
Token refers to a digital certificate stored on a secure distributed database called a blockchain. So NFTs are digital assets, publicly verifiable intellectual property authenticated on a blockchain. A popular place to currently browse a variety of NFTs is on OpenSea.io. It's an exciting space. I believe the NFT space will continue to grow in the coming years, with some popular use cases being digital art, virtual land, gaming, collectibles, finance, and much more. I thought this was worth explaining because I think we'll be talking a lot more about this in the coming years.
So, yeah, maybe I could have done a better job, but I just like the visualization when explaining some of these things. So, um, yeah, it is a digital asset, and that is important, specifically with regard to um, these NFTs. Now, some other interesting, uses was that this Beeple, and if you haven't seen any of the art for Beeple, this one uh, sold for 69.3 million. And it's interesting because I think if you blow this up, each one of these is another picture that people have. So you're basically buying, I don't know, something like 1,000 pictures. Oh no, actually, I should probably read here. The first 5,000 days, um, and I'm assuming this is 5,000 days here. Interesting. Um, so yeah, it's Beeple's. Just some artwork I can probably pull up that Beeple has here. Uh, Did I pull up the right one? Yes. All right, I'm opening up one of the collections. It's just some interesting art. Here's one with two bulls mating. Um, they're just running us through this video here. Just some interesting art. That's Elon Musk buffed out with underwear. Just some really interesting art that people has. And so, anyhow, if you want, you can explore this more on your own. Just some really interesting uh, uh, pictures you have here. Here's that buffed out Elon Musk walking the Dogecoin. Hilarious. Um, yeah, really beautiful, unique, um, 2021 art. Now, yeah, this is significant. The other thing, and I want to go back to the different uses. Here's what's happening. Also, as the NBA obviously grew the popularity of NFTs, so did soccer. So here's uh, some of the trading cards with soccer, what I would call
And
trading
these cards
cards.
have also gotten caught up in the NFT mania, with their digital versions selling for high prices. So Rare are one company who are trying to capitalize on the surge. They sell digital football cards using blockchain technology to collect, trade, even play a fantasy football game with. And massive footballers and clubs are promoting the platform. Just like the rarest physical football cards, the most sought after NFTs are fetching incredibly high prices. The priciest Sorare token, a Kylian Mbappe card, was sold for more than £25,000.
Now, yeah, this I mean, again, it might be out of my age demographic, but who knows? There'd probably be something that will come up that's tokenized that I might jump into the space. Um, like I said, it's not for everyone, but it is for a lot of people, and they're paying top dollar value for it. And what's relatable is this whole notion of Christie's auctioning off. Now, Christie's had auctioned off a few years ago one of the most expensive pieces of art. Is a picture of Christ, the Salvador Mundi. Yeah, the Salvador Mundi. I believe it was purchased by the who's now the prince of Saudi Arabia. But this is it was more of a status thing. Here's the picture, beautiful picture. Apparently, it's found and had been held by royalty for a number of years. It was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. But here we've got people selling 69 million. Now it's nowhere in comparison to 400 million, but it just makes you wonder where some of this stuff will go. And Christie's definitely jumped on board with the whole, digital asset um, uh, adoption. Here's uh, here's an article from Quartz. Months after Beeple's sale, Christie's is still betting on NFTs, and um, just a part of the article down here. It says the sale was a large boom market for NFTs that peaked February and March and has somewhat subsided since, but Christie remains long on NFTs. The auction house has this year sold a series of Andy Warhol NFTs for a combined 3.3 million. A digital version of Banksy's street art for 100,000 and a collection from 18-year-old digital artist Feocius for a combined 2.2 million. And these numbers keep going up. There doesn't seem an end. There are some drawbacks to this. Obviously, there's been some gas price issues that people have talked about. Um, I just think the NFT space is interesting because of what can be done moving forward. So, uh, from artist perspective, you can create a piece of art like Beeple and still get residuals from it every single time that art is sold. So, um, you know, can you imagine Leonardo da Vinci having an NFT and how much he would have probably procured from it being sold for millions of dollars over the years. Wishful thinking, but um, certainly uh, some interesting things going on in the space. OpenSea is one of the more popular ones. It was mentioned in the video that I played earlier. Here's a number of just some interesting art. I just pulled up this page. Here's what's available. Let's check it out. Um, this is from Soul Curie Art, and she's got 223 items. And Interesting. Now, floor prices in Ethereum. It's not, in cents, but interesting pieces of art that could be purchased. Wow. Anyone that's an artist or in the art space, creating digital art, uh, anything creative. This is a great way to monetize it. And um, again, I'm not one to buy. I think if I had more creativity and was a digital artist, I'd probably enter the space and uh, see how things panned out. And I'll be honest, like I know, like a few seconds ago, I said, yeah, I don't know about that. This is pretty cool art. Where I would put it, I don't know. Maybe I could make prints of it or something like that and have it in real time. And so here's another one. There's some cool art again to check out. Um, Really interesting. So anyhow, hopefully uh, if this is your first time, uh, you know, looking at what a NFT is, hopefully this was a good introduction. There's certainly more I would explore on my own. There's certainly a number of artists out there that are taking advantage of this, and the sales overall, I'm sure, um, like anything, they're going to have good times and bad. It's like going back to this idea of baseball cards. Honus Wagner, I think, was $1 million because it was in like it had like a tobacco. It came in a pack of tobacco, and he was against um, chewing tobacco. So the authenticity of these things, you know, what it means, who held it, I think is just interesting. So um, that's all I got on NFTs. I think this will definitely be a topic I'll circle around and explore a little bit more. If there's anything you have to add to what I shared, please don't hesitate to leave a comment, add a like. I appreciate you tuning in. This is the Desert Sun. Look forward to seeing you here real soon. You take care now.